and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. It's kind of been a minute. I'm trying to figure out the audio and make sure it's okay. The sound's probably gonna be really low. I apologize. The first time I filmed this, the sound was way too high, and you could barely hear my voice. So that's why it's going to be pretty low this time. Let's continue. So last time we got through chapter 1. Or I guess the prologue. And in the prologue, she ended up being waking up and she was a commoner. This, of course, upset the spoiled little princess. When I open my eyes, I'm still in the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold, but in my rags I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in dirt that I've gathered from walking barefoot around town. There's a frightful sight. A beggar probably thought she could try her luck with nobility that live around here. Just look at how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At two women that lack basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you even know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve. Let's go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret those words. I became acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting there, thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Dolora, I swear I will make you regret doing this to me when I find you. I will find food first. This is all the king thinks I'm worth. Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoo, there's nothing for you here. You just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into a fist and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I'm treated as if I'm something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I'm the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. Sorry, in chapter 1, a little bit of it was kind of justified on, why she was upset. Because her mother was overly controlling and controlled the entire narrative. And the dad was neglectful. And after the mom passed, the dad didn't even fucking try to talk to her whatsoever. But she despises her new step-siblings merely because, if I'm being honest, the background would throw me through a loop. Because the dad is the king. And he married a baker. And her 2 kids are now royalty. Which, don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of stories like that and I'm all for it. But also, if I was just a citizen, I think I'd kind of question some stuff. Because I feel like becoming queen of a kingdom, you kind of need some certifications. Kind of need to understand some things. And, like, the outward perspective of understanding the commoners and stuff like that would be great. If the baker wasn't, like, a middle-class baker as well, like, she had a bakery in the capital. So, it wasn't even like she was a farmer or anything like that. I don't know. I've been eating stale bread and anything that keeps the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I am wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There's no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get them? Sorry to say that. Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away another customer. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angel. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey girl, what now? I saw you at the shop. Want to share how you got those coins there? Excuse me? Ah! Look at her brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go! You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on the left grabbed at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach and then aim to kick the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit another dead end. Where should I go? Oh, it's the first choice that we get. I kind of wish this game was, like, more scenery, like, changing based. But I'm gonna go right. Hey, this way! No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. The boy grabs my wrists and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I'm running even faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than I do. Oh! Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in my path, I step down hard on them. The sharp pain shoots into my foot, and I collapse to the ground. It hurts. Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't. I got you now. Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Real quick. Can we just talk about the... I hate the style of glove that the guy is wearing. I understand the purpose of it. But also, that means it would come to, like, mid-palm. And I think that just insults me more than anything. Okay. I won't let you touch her, says the little boy. Well, well, well. This is a ghastly sight before me. 2 adults threatening a child and a lady. How ungentlemanly. What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? Are you asking to get fleeced? Okay. Asking perhaps I'm in the mood for a scuffle. The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you've got, sirs. And please don't bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here. You coward. The 2 of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. Huh? This is way too much trouble for a little gold. I mean, I don't know how much gold she has, because I can't really remember. If 1 gold could buy 2 croissants, that's... might be a little worth it, but then again, one of those friends definitely has survival instincts. And that can't be overstated. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here? Wait, what did you just call me? Eddie, small one. These 2 know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. I cannot imagine how fucking painful it would be running on the cobble streets. Like, I don't know if gravel would be worse, but it is essentially gravel. I don't know. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess? Princess! Calm down, Parfait. We'll be able to help her. His name is Parfait. What? I might just be mispronouncing that. Nope. Nope, that is how you say perfect. Calm down, Parfait. We'll be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now. You have made the right choice. The crystal on the upper right corner indicates that you have made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponds to a certain love interest. They appear belatedly after you make a choice to keep your eyes and ears open. Okay. I'm sorry if I stutter on some of these things. Sometimes I cannot read. And that word, I'm just like, what did I say? Okay. I'm assuming it is this thing. You are green, Parfait. Pistachio Parfait. Don't worry, you're safe now. Everything is fading. Oh, she blacked out. I don't blame her, dude. A whole day of hunger, and then running, and nearly getting fleeced, and treated like the scum that treated how you treat everyone else. That would be something to knock you on your ass. Like, the thing is, understand I'm not critiquing the story. It's just funny. A dream. What is in your hands, Lucy? It was her, and I wanted to help, but But it died. It's all my fault. It's not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Lucy. Only the strong survive. The weak are cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Okay. This is my first time streaming this. Can I just say, like, the mother... She has a certain air to her that would make a therapist cringe. Like, she sets off so many red flags in me by nature. And I gotta say, that means she's well written, but also... Lucy is fucked. Like... Constantly being told that you're strong, you're a princess, you can't do this, you can't do that. You have to stay inside because you're better than all the rest. Constantly being told that at a young age messes with a child so much. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother! Huh? Oh, you're awake! Where am I? Oh, well, this isn't my room. Huh? My hand flies to my chest where a little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Deliora's dress. Dolores. I will call that doll Deliora. I apologize. The name just kind of gives me a stroke for some reason. I have no idea why. The one who fired her for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her here again. Like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course, there's some salve I made for you to help with the pain. Now what? I have to be patient. She's going to be a bitch. And that has to be okay. For the sole purpose of her being a bitch. And learning something. Please tell me she learned something by the end of this. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? The irony. I mean, I would say the irony, actually. So, for some context, if you weren't there for chapter 1 or don't know anything about it, that's her doll. Her most favorite, beloved doll. And I gotta say, it would be mine too. She was pretty. She was a pretty doll. Anyway, you haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? Suddenly, there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's her fault. I try to stand thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind. But as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back into the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? Suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse, now! Do you think you can command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angela, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life to go back. Mother burned books before I could read more than one or two of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies, and trading away your. I do not think either involved curses, just genies, and trading away your voice for legs. Ah, it's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait. Should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait. I'm a fairy. Honestly, more fitting. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another. Inconceivable. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What's going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I am the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Honestly, all of those are valid questions. Like, why was I cursed? Because you're a bitch. How do I break the curse? By falling in love. What happens if I don't break the curse? You die. Why are you two working together? Because it's hot. No, I love the aesthetic of the black cat and Pinkie Pie. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's one of my favorite aesthetics, and they are matching that perfectly. Yeah. The necklace you've got is the one Cinderella's glass slipper. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper and complete the pair. How do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds. What does that even mean? It really take you that long? It does. Okay, Lucy. I wouldn't even know where to start. Don't be a bitch to everyone around you. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Optimist and pessimist. Wow. I love it. Are you sure that's the case with this one? So Laura, you're not helping. I'm a witch. And I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Keep in mind, the princess fired someone over accidentally ripping Delora's dress even slightly. And Delora, as far as the girl was aware, was a doll. And, like, Lucy got away with acting like that her entire life. And Delora had the mispleasure and displeasure of watching it for, I think, not that long. The whole plot line is she got Delora either right before her mom passed or right after. So, Delora has been there a while. So that is not an incorrect statement to make. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair, and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. Oh. What else would you like to know? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this! Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called Crystallium Lucius. It is powered by happiness and love, and the other crystal, Crystallium Tambranium, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tambranium Bearer, and the strongest of the fairies is the Lucius Bearer. Parfait is the Lucius Barrier. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She's the strongest fairy? A little bit of a bitch still. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. He started the feud between witches and fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. Humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We weren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. Oh, we aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tambrium Bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions, all to feel the power of Tambrium. The delicate imbalance of harmony between the crystals was broken, and witches of the Tambrium, Tenebarum, grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenebarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebarum in maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Tambrium. She is as good as they come. So, little bit more context, just as a refresher. So, the Grimm brothers caused this discourse by just bullshitting. And he made up a bunch of fairy tales and stuff like that where the witches were always the villain. And humans, being stupid, believed all these fairy tales were true and started to believe that witches were there to curse and hurt other people. So they started hunting them and slaughtering them. And then the witches are still the evil people for fighting back over mass genocide. And understand, the kingdom still hates witches vehemently. Her dad, the king, despises witches. Her mom burned every book on fairy tales and raised her to be an anti-vax against the fairy tale curse. Because how dare it happen to anyone in their family? Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore balance between darkness and light. What else would you like to know? Let's get the last option over with. Why was that curse? Seriously, you're gonna ask that? I wouldn't ask if I knew the answer. She's a child. She's a child. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora! She's not wrong! Like, I think the princess is 17, 18. She has had years to improve her attitude and understand that words have power and that being rude to all the people around you makes people not like you. The only time being a bitch works out is in random romance anime and fairy tales. And yet, even if those people are bitches, they're cold and calculated. The princess hasn't made a single decision in her own. Like, for herself, on her life. Beyond rebelling against her dad, hating the stepmom, hating the stepchildren. And, like, the mom went missing. It wasn't like there was a divorce, it wasn't like she died. So I understand some of the pent-up rage, and I understand the dad's neglect causing the child to rage. But she's still a bitch. She still has no morals or value for other people, except for herself. A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora! You could have put it more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Oh. Change? Why do I need to change? I don't know if my model reflects a definite slow blink. I wonder why. Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father? The way you treat Princess Emily? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. Huh? 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. It's really not. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to the ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to the ball and finding a prince is so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Huh? Anyway, I brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. I'll be waiting outside. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like for you to meet. Can't believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit, while sore, they're nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? What was the reason she lost her job at the palace? Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being, and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for the pain. The injury is definitely healing. Slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but it's still far improved from my rags. All my life, I've never had to lift a finger, and now? I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me, and I will free myself from this curse. I'm surprised she knows how to dress herself. I have no faith in her, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a cute little tavern. I love the atmosphere. And the detailing on, like, the wine bottles is so nice. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting with each other. I noticed a girl that left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. But as soon as people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Huh? Look what we have here. The Ice Princess herself, huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am? And yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please. You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I do! I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to, simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Merchant Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound as if it's some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Merchant? Tavern? The Merchant was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in Angelique continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other to break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the curse and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. Because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Merchant. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the Merchant and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Oh, don't worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what the Ice Princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. You bitch! Ah! This is gonna be a long chapter. Clumsiness does not benefit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. It was nice meeting you, Princess. I'm Anais Willow. I hope we get along. Huh? 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 Really? This is how you're gonna start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to the two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. There are the faces I've seen in the palace before. This is Jurian Valiente and Garland Belrot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. Huh? That's right. They were the two Sir Alacaster's best knight. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that was because they acted against Sir Alacaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from the service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions. They're allowed in this tavern without the curse. Durin and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the merchant. Protect? From witches, they'd do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I'm an exception. I'm also good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I'm really only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. We'll do that. Well, to do that, you have to break your curse. And try to make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make more enemies, Princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt. As if I'm the reason they're cursed and have to take refuge in the marchand in the first place. Make friends. All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. Take a sip every time I want to backhand her. Not gonna have water left. The man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clenched and unclenched into a fist, as he glares at me pointedly. Durin and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happens in the past stays in the past. No one is allowed to harm anyone else in the marchand. If you do not comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules, and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Durin's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. Oh, Durin is the girl. Okay. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The margin begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversation and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I'm being deliberately ignored. I became immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. I'm taking another sip. Gotta get through this. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anais, Durin, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the margin is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. I needed something stronger. Let's continue. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? So she knows she's a bitch. This is painful. It's a good game. They did really well with making her a spoiled brat. Beautiful lady, may I join you? I look up and stare in shock. The beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. Rocky Horror Picture Show, anyone? What are you doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is gonna scare the princess away. Oh. You're the magician boy. Oh! I forgot. Boy. Oh, how appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin your pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. I think he knows. Huh? Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What is your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the Marchen. The whole point is helping each other break the curse after all. Hard to do that if you keep your fairy tales quiet. He pauses, his eyes narrow slightly. Some people keep their fairy tales a secret. Yeah, it's Karma briefly cocking an eyebrow. I am wondering what Karma's curse is. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told a few have. A few. It's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness! Cinderella? Well, that explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks of nonsense. He? Princess! Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod? So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi. Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? The little bunny rabbit. Nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone of it is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that's what Rod's voice actually sounds like. So, Rod is supposed to be a silent character. Sometimes I might get confused by that. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That's my curse. Oh! That makes so much sense. Rod has been mute all this time because he was cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they're my family. Even the king? He knows as well. I'm the only one you never told? Didn't think you particularly cared either way. He's not wrong. Fucking called out immediately. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. Gosh, my life is so hard. People don't talk to me because I'm a bitch. It's so mean. What are you doing here? I've been trying to help out Rod with his curse. This is why he comes to the merchant from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see you with my own eyes. Okay, this is why I'm confused. Because... he's supposed to be mute. And yet he just said that. I can't remember what the loophole with this was. It was a big surprise one day when I woke up and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things at the palace? Livelier? Happier? Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you're not princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't care about me, but regardless. Yeah. I'm taking another sip. But this is the truth. So this is how you truly feel? Yeah. So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because M didn't want me to. I'm happier too. Now that you're gone, I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. Dude. Freaking no one likes her. I don't blame him. She was a bitch. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier? Your very existence has been erased from the palace. They've never known you. It doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king? What did I expect? So I'm guessing the king just thinks his first wife never had any kids. And she just passed away. Or vanished. And he's just like... He was sad about it. He genuinely did care about her. Honestly? I know this is cruel. And I know this goes against the entire point of the game. think she should get to break it. Everyone in life is happier now that she is gone. And that is not something you can often say. Because everyone believes that, like, oh, their lives would be so much better. Genuinely, they are. And I understand why Parfait has to be the nice person and be like, but it's not the truth. It's not reality. They do miss you, and if they remembered you, they'd miss you. I can't say her stepfamily really would. Like, Rod remembers her. And is still like, yeah, it's honestly so much nicer. I can just wake up and not care. Because everyone knows about my curse, so they treat me the exact same. They treat me like a human. I'm not weird. I'm not different. It's just how it is. Why did you bring me here? The people in the marchand, I shouldn't have left you alone in there, I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. I take a sip. Because, like, Parfait cannot hold your hand through this entire journey of you learning not to be a bitch. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. You're probably the reason most of them lost their job, got cursed, or you and the kingdom didn't do anything to help any of the people that were getting cursed, and genuinely made their lives worse by making them seem like they were a walking pariah, so that if they expressed, hey, I'm cursed, to anyone, people would immediately be scared of them. The kingdom itself has isolated people so easily over something they couldn't control. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Lucy. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later, but for now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right? Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Okay. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She's right. I think back to the days I spent on the street and shiver. She spent like half a day. Maybe a day and a half. Okay. I will do anything, so long as I don't have to go back there. Princess, you can stay in the marchand with me, and the rest of my boarders. I almost forgot what hope felt like. You have to do some work in exchange for your room. I celebrated too soon. Okay. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, even for a fairy. The merchant doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and all my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch! Even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. Let's be pops. I'm told I'm suffocating beneath my debt. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. Hint, hint. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the marchand and do the errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I've yet to see karma be anything but useless. Just drinking water to that. Not for a slap, just because that's gold. Princess, you are more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. You had me at shoes. Do I even have a choice? No. I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. Okay. What I would give for my old bed again. For any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. Huh? What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other marchand boarders, Waltz, Duran, and Garland, are sitting in the living room, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Okay. Duran and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man. Wait, what are you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are tending to the man now. These people, will they help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. Is he hot? Is that why we hear about him? The next day, Parfait reveals that the man suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake up soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anais has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness. What's that poor tray done to you deserve that look? I must say, it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask you. The man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd tag along with you. If you're going, just bring the tray up yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Lucy. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room where the man had been put in. Come in. Is he hot? Nice to meet you, Grail Sutcliffe. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young. Probably early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing. Weird thing to say, but understandable. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? Huh? What? Am I in heaven, or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it? Huh. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? I love that neither of them are amused by his bullshit. You could join me in bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for both of you. This isn't for her. I want to slap him. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess, oh, of course, such a beautiful lady could only be the princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Do I throw the tray at him or stay silent? I want to be violent, but I don't think it'd be the right course of action. I want to break the curse. This is harder than any of the other decisions I've already been faced with. I'll stay silent. Your wish is my command, and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of the three of you all at once. I love how every character is uncomfortable by this man. So fast. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. I don't think there was a doubt. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora! Patience. He may not even be the one. Maybe not. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take head injury. He did take injuries to the head after all. I don't think I'm in the right state of mind right now. The man finally stops and just looks at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. Kinda want you to. Not gonna lie. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Are you the crown princess? What are you doing here? Huh? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. That can only mean one thing, if he recognizes the ice princess. What's your name, good sir? Huh? I would answer your question, any question you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at his notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia. I know everything about Angel, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. You wanna know what's funny? Rumpelstiltskin's not a womanizer, and I can't even remember what in the actual fairy tales he does with children. Probably eats them. Yeah, that fits. Rumpelstiltskin. Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got a fairy tale curse. A fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding on to since we entered the room. My first memory is waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired, Lucy. You must be tired. Lucy will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Dolores does not such a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms embarrassed. Mother burned fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. You read 3 of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold, and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when the old little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night, she was given even more straw to spin. The little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him her ring. The third night, the king ordered her to spin straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night, the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so she made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him the first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. That's a good-ass point. Like, I'm kind of on the side of Parfait. Bish, why? Like, I do love the Once Upon a Time version where instead of being like, okay, it kind of became a teach a man to fish situation where she's like, teach me how to do this. But also, can you spin straw into like silk or string? Is that something you can do? Am I dumb? Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to their first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen did not want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how no one ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He doesn't seem that bright. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such a tall tales. Well, the march-in is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Lucy. You need to start coming up with good deeds. I'm expecting, like, you can't just be holding the door open for someone. I'm expecting it's... like, you gotta actually change someone's life a little bit. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the march-in with the other boarders. Because he seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the march-in servers. And then he protests that he will remain in bed on deaf ears. She wanted him to just sleep. I read that incorrectly. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out. Not well knowing that he had nowhere else to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouted at us. Yeah, I mean, not wrong. But immediately once he started talking about the curse, he kind of just eased up. I don't know. The irony that he is the Rumpelstiltskin curse is not missed. Because it's like, ah, yes. A Casanova. I forgot that that's the OG version of that story. The people that frequent the margin begin to steadily ignore me altogether. They don't exist. It's better than the stares and hateful looks. Rumpel! You aren't here to flirt! But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man can remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I still prefer the guy from Once Upon a Time. Not because I'm attracted to him, but because he was smart. I think it suits him. I'll never understand Parfait. This inamorous waste of space is about as useful as Karma. Karma looks pretty. Don't compare them to Karma anymore. Compare him to Lucy. She is useless. Not nearly as attractive as Karma. I've returned! Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. What are their pronouns? I'm assuming it's the pronouns are she, her. Because that's all they've really called them by. Watts trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And all because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I am wondering how old Peter Pan over here is. Like Waltz. Just because he was kind of caught off guard when they referred to him as boy. Like Atreus. So I'm wondering if he's like in his mid-20s. It's pretty likely, honestly. I'm going to drop them now. The boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, Anais. So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... We are all surprised when Rumpel suddenly reaches out and grabs Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been depressing, monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing color. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. Karma does not look pleased. I'm Rumpel, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. Karma. Stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpel away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you. Keep. Say the word, and it is done. Filthy hands off me! Finally, someone did it. Ow! Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating. Like the one you gave to me. My queen, there is no need for such violence. What did you call me? Calm down. Rumpel is still recovering. Don't beat the patient. He kind of deserves it. What is going on? Karma is a man. It doesn't take kindly to be flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? This was said yesterday. I'm pretty sure Lucy was present for that. But your voice, your face, your breast. Ow! That's what you're focusing on, pervert? I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorites has, and always has been. Ow! Do yourself a favor and shut up. You never would have known. But why did he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because you're cursed? Yes. I'm undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of the heart, like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart needs time to heal. The merchant attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfai's fault. Alright. Nothing to see here. Back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma? A man? It's not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. I feel you, sister. Like, why the fuck do some men have such flawless skin and such, like, a snatched waist as just their body type? Like, it's not. The fuck do you mean your hair shines and glistens if you just shower and, like, use shampoo and that's it? No conditioner, no nothing. And soap. And your hair shines and glistens and delights. What the fuck? The female population of Angeline knew the truth. Karma would be hunted down for... If the female population of Angeline knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Yeah, that's how beautiful Karma is seen in this. And Ice, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newcomer to the Marchand borders. We have all been invited into the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Rod! Perfect timing. Come join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. I'm hungry, but I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please, Your Highness. I made too much as usual. You must help us finish. She's adorable. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really now. I sit silently in my chair as I'm uncomfortable around so many people. I don't blame her. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for a meal with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Something wrong? Excuse me? You barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. Just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland! I apologize. Closer together, huh? So have you made any progress on the good deeds, princess? There's no way I'm admitting that I don't even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot. You're not so good on doing good. You're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? That's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this I hear? The princess needs advice. Well then, she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice. And believe me when I say, I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Rumple! Excuse me? One-sided flirting to bitter enemies on the span of a few hours. 10 minutes, more like. The man broke my heart. And together they could have made Grell Sutcliffe. Anyways, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, princess. I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. Oh. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Durin herself still struggles to be good. You're lucky, aren't you? So many people willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? It's what we do at the Marchand. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know when you need our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's been easier that way, and yet these strangers, these people I've only known for a few days, are willing to help me, and they will gain nothing in return. Is this goodness I was meant to see? Mother? How can I begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Chapter 2! Okay. I'm gonna end it here, because it's been pretty long.